This, for me, is heaven. I love it here.
So do we.
Have you ever dreamt of starting over and turning your back on city living?
Let's do it.
Exciting.
Of giving up everything you know to make a brand new life in the country?
Love that view. And there's our house.
In this series, I'll meet those who are bravely leaving their 9-to-5s and selling up to chase their dreams.
This is my last big adventure. I'm going to enjoy it.
Cheers.
The new lush.
Of moving to the great British countryside to start their very own business from scratch.
It's definitely gambling everything.
For a year, I'll experience their brand new lives right alongside them.
How high do you want to go?
Yeah, that's good.
See up close the huge challenges they face.
It looks like the apocalypse has been and gone.
We're frozen solid.
That's the big hit in the pocket.
This is running water.
This doesn't work. We've got to walk away.
But I'll also discover the massive rewards.
Yes! Fully booked. This is a good sign.
700 for today.
That is wicked.
And when I return the following year,
Are you open or aren't you open? What a transformation.
I'll find out if all their endeavour achieved their dream, new life in the country. This time, I'm in one of my favourite spots in England, the Peak District. This place has it all. Dramatic scenery, great hikes and wonderful little towns and villages.
Hi.
I'll be meeting Aran and Laura, a couple who've given up London and jobs in social housing to follow their dream of becoming bakers in England's highest market town, Buxton. Over the next year, I'll be following the budding bakers as they try to make a living offering the kind of pastries and bread they fell in love with in the city to their new rural community.
This could be the future of your whole baking empire.
Yeah, if it goes well today, I think it would be a real sort of crowd piece. It's something I would love as a customer.
I'll discover the financial risks they're taking.
It's going to cost us $4,000 a month just to open the new place and to sustain ourselves.
I have decided not to pay us for November, so I'll pay us later down the line, and we can eat pasta for some time.
Watch as their relationship is tested.
You can tell we've been together a while. She used to use words. Now she just uses a look.
And pray they can survive this huge life change.
The business has to work, but we need our lives back, basically.
For 10 years, Aran and Laura rented a small flat in Dalston, East London. But despite Laura's well-paid career managing social housing projects and Aran's IT income, they couldn't get a foot on the housing ladder.
The writing was on the wall when we started seeing new developments in Dalston, and a one-bed flat was starting at nearly £500,000.
It basically came to a crunch point. I was made redundant and just had one of those kind of what do you do moments. And just at that point, I took a course, how to start your own micro-bakery. I was just exploring at that point. I knew we loved food and I knew we loved bread. I'd done some bread making courses. And it was a 2-day course, and I remember walking away, kind of floating down the street and thinking, this is what I'm meant to be doing.
Just like that, Laura's dream of starting her own bakery was born. Knowing they could never afford to do this in London, Aran gave up his job and they traded busy East London for this. They moved 160 miles north to the Peak District in Derbyshire. And with around £30,000 of savings in their pocket, they were finally able to put down a deposit on a home, buying this 3-bed house near Higher Buxton. Desperate to share Laura's bakery dream, Aran has spent the last 2 years learning to make bread in their garage. And she worked part-time to keep money coming in, while bringing her bakery skills up to professional level. Now they're on the cusp of realising their dream of working together and running their own high street bakery and shop. The stakes are high.
So it's like, it's not really an amateur little thing that we're doing on the side anymore, it's a proper business.
Ready to make the big leap, Laura has quit her job, and after a lot of searching, they've found a property bang on the high street in Higher Buxton that they hope to convert into their dream bakery. The premises is 37 square metres with shop front and space out back to bake.
It looks amazing. It's so bright and big.
It would need to be completely fitted out from scratch, meaning big start-up costs.
So this will be the bakery?
Yeah. If you have the proving cabinet here, and then you have a small mixer.
It would cost £30,000 to transform this empty shell into their dream bakery and fit it out with new equipment. But they only have £15,000 of savings. So if they go for this place, they'll need to buy second-hand.
Could even have an island here that has stock that people...
You always wanted one, didn't you?
I really want an island.
Financially, it could not be tighter, but they would finally be starting their dream of working and baking together.
Do you think there's space for you and me to work in here together?
No.
If I'm all the way over
If you could just keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be, yeah,
Right,
so it's
okay,
done.
cool. There's been a frustration up until now that all the work we've done has been in separate places. This was supposed to be something that we did together.
I think it would be really nice to actually see you more.
If they choose to take this premises, they'll be spending every penny they have on the refit. And on top of that, signing a 7-year lease, committing them to pay £45,000 until it ends.
I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was absolutely terrified by this. It's going to cost us £4,000 a month just to sustain ourselves. We'd have to be selling nearly 2,000 loaves per month in order to make our turnover for the month. At the moment, I don't know if it's possible to make 2,000 loaves in a month. I haven't done it before.
Despite the huge financial commitment and the unknown of being able to deliver the product, it's happening. They're signing the lease.
Hello.
All right, how are you? The new premises is the gamble. It's all in, no backup. We've no longer got a safety net. This is everything, which is really scary.
The new premises is a risk. There's no getting around it. Right, ladies first. When you sign a lease, it's on you. If you're not successful in this business, or if it folds, not only do you not have a way to provide for yourself, but you might end up losing your house.
Lease signed, there's no going back, and the hard work is about to start.
Hey, you made it.
We did.
Very nice to see you both.
But before it does, there's just enough time for me to find out more about the dream new life they're about to embark on.
Look, the sun is even coming out for us, I think. This, for me, is heaven. I can't really imagine a greater playground to have when you're not working furiously. Is this what attracted you here?
It's one of the reasons we moved here. Gorgeous.
It clears your mind, makes you feel free.
I think you feel totally differently when you spend time outdoors. And in the society we're in, we're spending lots of time in air-conditioned offices staring at computer screens. It wasn't really me, not in the long term.
Did you specifically set your targets on Buxton?
We'd looked at several kind of little towns and cities, and it was important for us to be close to family. So my family's in Nottingham, and Aran needs to be near an airport that flies to Cork, which we can do from Manchester. But we just got here, and we just fell in love with it. We just loved the scenery and the people and the vibe, and we were like, yeah, we can move there and like do food that we've never done before, and like just do everything. Why not?
Would you consider yourselves brave?
Or stupid. There is no backup. So we're having to be experts in things that we've never done before. The skill in terms of baking is fine. That is, that's something that we've nurtured and developed. But I'm not an accountant. Aran's not a HR specialist, and you're having to learn all of these different things.
But I think we're in charge of our lives more. We're in charge of our successes, and we're in charge of our failures.
Equally terrifying and rewarding, I would say.
Stand or fall based on your own efforts?
Absolutely, yes.
With what they're about to dive into, the stresses of starting their new business, I hope they don't lose sight of what they came up here for. Coming up, major building works bring serious pressure.
I'm frustrated. That's where I'm like, just back off.
Aran's bargain hunting gets their working partnership off on the wrong foot.
You can tell we've been together a while. She used to use words, now she just uses a look.
And I test whether their homemade bakes are good enough to sell.
This could be the future of your whole baking empire.
I'm with Aran and Laura, a couple who traded London careers to follow their dream of becoming bakers in rural Buxton. The couple are putting everything they've got into opening their dream bakery. Having mastered the bread basics, the pair need to find a whole new range of baked goods to stock in their shop. Laura's invited me to their home to help develop some new products.
Hello, Laura.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, can I come in?
Of course.
Thank
Just in the
you.
living room.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm quite excited about this.
gonna be good.
So what kind of bread are we actually making?
We are making a traditional white Easter dough, which we're going to make into a tear and share loaf baked around a camembert.
And if this is successful, you'll roll this out?
Yeah, if it goes well today, I think it would be a real sort of crowd pleaser. It's something I would love as a customer.
So I'm part of quite an important experiment here. This could be the future of your whole baking empire.
Yeah.
I love that. So do I put all the water in at once?
All the water in at once. A genuine technical term of what you're looking for is a shaggy mess.
A shaggy mess. Is there one type of bread that you really specialise in that sells well?
The thing that kind of really flies is the sourdough.
Yeah. Whose recipe is that?
Aran's. He is fantastic at the sourdough, so good. He also does an Irish soda bread with treacle and honey, which is pretty much the best seller, I think, actually. One of the things Aran and I pride ourselves on is creating kind of new flavours. I don't think we can afford to stand still.
So tell me about this bigger place.
The dream for the shop is that we're producing really high quality breads and food products.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously this is brand new, so we are literally trialling this today. Mm-hmm. It may or may not quite go right.
Okay.
So if you take the corner of your dough and fold it over.
This is artisan baking, and I can see that it takes a lot of effort and time. They'll have to charge a bit more to make a profit. Another reason why opening a bakery in Buxton is a big risk.
I think that's looking pretty good.
I'm quite excited about how this is going to be.
So you're going from this to what exactly?
Big commercial oven, so much bigger capacity. So maybe 30 loaves at a time or 60, 70 sweet things all in one go.
So incredibly exciting, but probably a little bit daunting. I mean, it's a massive change of scale. Sorry, I don't want to rub that in.
No, it's fine. It is. It's a real juxtaposition of feelings.
Yeah.
But really excited and happy. Lots of work to do to get it ready. There's always that fear that you might kind of commit to something and then the market changes or another bakery opens or whatever. There's a fear. And now that I don't have the safety net of a salary anymore or a job, we're kind of decided, let's go for it, both feet in. Right, I guess the moment of truth.
Oh my goodness, that looks incredible. Wow. Wow, look at that. Presentation 10 out of 10. And just take a bit of that, dip it in. Look at that cheese. Mmm, delicious. You can retire now.
Done.
If success was based on their product, I'd say that Aran and Laura are onto a winner. But these guys are complete business novices with big plans and very little money. I think they're in for a roller coaster journey. It's late November. With no money coming in, they're in a race against time. Laura set a deadline of a week to lay floors, decorate, transfer the garage bakery, fit display cabinets, worktops, and professional baking equipment. It's a lot to achieve, but she's found the perfect builder. And he's cheap.
The contractor we have on site is Harrison home and garden, which very handily is my brother.
Whole room's out. Let's go chuck me into one of them yellow packers.
He's incredibly good to us. He does lots of very hard work. We're on a very tight budget.
Me and Laura have worked well together. She's a slave driver, but she's a nice sister, so...
She's cracking the whip because Christmas is only a month away, and they need to get open to make the most of the busy festive period.
So at the moment there is still stuff everywhere and still people everywhere. The lease starts on the 30th of November, and that's when we pay from. So if we're not open, that's just lost revenue.
But with such a tight schedule, mistakes are being made. Aran didn't buy enough flooring, so is sent on a mission to find more.
I think we've probably overstretched ourselves in thinking that we have, say, a week to complete the changeover. There's too much to do, so something's got to give.
You alright?
Not quite in, no.
Yeah, bad news. There isn't any more flooring. I must have just got it wrong.
If we start off on the back foot, I think we're just going to end up killing each other. I mean, it's closed now, so give me another couple of weeks and we'll be like, oh.
Aran's not the only one worried about their 1 week deadline.
We've had 2 a.m. wake-ups for about everything, to be honest. Whether the floor will fit, whether the equipment will fit through the door, whether we can get the plumbing in, whether we're going to be done on time.
6 days before building work needs to finish, the floors are finally laid and they can start bringing over the baking equipment from the garage.
Right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Too much junk. Let's get rid of this.
Professional baking equipment is expensive, so Aran's bought everything they need on the internet from auction sites.
Nearly.
Among other bargains, he got £900 of commercial mixer for £160.
Fixing it round into there. Wicked.
Ovens that had cost thousands of pounds new for £250.
We're in.
And a £1,500 worktop pastry roller for £400, although it is about 30 years old.
Into that corner.
It's like an episode of Steptoe and Son.
Quite a lot of the equipment that we've had, and we've got no idea whether it actually works. They're Aran specials, which means they're second hand, and like, who knows where they're from? Maybe the tip. Hopefully, doing things on a budget will have paid off dividends in the end.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a big risk buying key equipment second hand.
Yeah, can you move the board? There we go.
And it may be backfiring. The first thing to be plumbed in, Aran's cut-price water heater, isn't working.
It doesn't fit, it's not the same dimensions, it's not the same pipe connection, so it's not just a like-for-like switch. It's entailing a little bit more work.
Light's supposed to come on. Light does not come on. Bad light.
So why is it not powering on?
Was it switched off the box?
No, I've turned it up. It's on at the box.
Sean's verdict? They need a new water heater, which will cost £100 and a second lot of plumbing fees.
Aran's trying to be frugal in his buying equipment. And, I understand the premise, but then you end up paying for it twice.
Aran buying second-hand was supposed to save them money, not cost them more. Laura's worried about what else won't work.
I can tell we've been together a while. She used to use words. Now she just uses a look.
I'm frustrated. That's where I'm like, just back off.
They're under stress, and then you start to bite at each other. You'll get there. You've not killed him yet.
Look, he lives to the ripe old age of 38. It's good. It's all good.
Hopefully they'll be able to laugh about it all once it's up and running. Because it always seems worse when you're in it, doesn't it? And if not, I'll happily visit her at prison.
For the sake of their relationship and Dream Bakery, Aran's other bargain buys need to work. Especially the ovens. They simply don't have the £1,000 they'd need to replace one.
Just watch your fingers. Out. There we go. So hope it works now. That should be on then.
They are on, aren't they?
should be. Yeah.
What's the about?
Hey, okay, so that's one.
That one.
Let's see if she works. Hey! It's a bit grumpy, but it's working. So that's a relief. Suffice to say, without ovens, you've got no bakery, so the fact that all three of these are working is good.
With a day of their deadline to have everything installed left, the kitchen is set up, and they just need to finish the shop front. But there's one final Aran special that needs Laura's approval. The counter he bought for the knockdown price, £150.
All right, what do you think?
It's great.
I'm actually feeling just a bit more giddy, and we know we can do it.
I'm excited about actually baking and getting things on the shelves.
Yeah, I just want to get started, really.
Celebratory cup of tea.
Yeah.
Incredibly, they've managed the refit in their allotted week, but it has come at a price.
Every little job has had a few more bits to it than we expected, and there's been a few more things to buy.
So I have decided not to pay us for November. So I'll pay us later down the line. And we can eat pasta for some time.
They really are putting their money where their mouth is to make this dream a reality. And with 60% of all new businesses failing in the first 3 years, I really hope they can beat the odds. It's the last Saturday before Christmas. Aran and Laura have managed to open in time for this lucrative period.
Literally the most important job.
After pumping every penny they had into this new bakery, they need £500 turnover per day to pay themselves and to grow the business. So they're going all out to get enough onto the shelves. And with just over 2 hours to do it all, it's a race against time.
We've got about sort of 200 pastries to bake before opening. It's quite a lot of baking to do, so myself and Laura just need to cooperate quite heavily in order to make it happen.
Thank you.
I think those challah are done.
Yeah, all right, I'll get them out.
Yeah.
Can I use your stand there? Yeah.
There's just 5 minutes to go. And Buxton's expected to be busy with Christmas shoppers. It's a good time to see if Pig and Pepper's brand of artisan baking is a hit with the locals.
So it's 9. I think we've already got our first customer through the door. And it's obviously still hectic back here. So it's just all go until we're fully baked out, really.
How's life, man? Are you all set for Christmas now? Are you all Christmas ready up? Good man.
Laura's even invented some special Christmas treats.
This was me in small hours of the morning, at some point in November. Pigs in blankets for catches with sage, cranberry and red onion.
They're selling 7 different loaves, ranging between £2.50 and £4. 5 savoury snacks and 8 sweet treats, including 2 different mince pies. The next few hours will test whether Buxton likes their kind of baking.
Hello, how are you? It's good, thank you. Yeah.
I think it's great. I think Buxton's a great place for things like this.
Pig in blankets, so bacon wrapped sausage with sage, cranberry.
2 pieces.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Fingers crossed that they're going to succeed and carry on. It'll be really good.
What would you like? We've got granary, white or Ryan's farmhouse.
It's busy and it's started to create a buzz around the town.
We literally heard about it from our friend, didn't we, who said the bread is fantastic.
Yeah.
So you come and have a look.
It's been a crazy day. That's £4.25 altogether, please. Thank you, Bonnie. See you soon. Bye.
By 2:30, they've almost completely sold out.
It has been a really, really busy day. The fridge is empty, the shelves are pretty much bare.
But will it be enough to reach their magic £500 turnover per day figure Aran and Laura need to make their business a success?
How do we do?
How did we do?
Let's have a look. You want to press the magic button or shall I? Oh my God, okay.
It's the 19th
That's not
of
bad.
December today.
Right,
So
we've gone just a bit shy of 700 for today.
that is wicked. That makes me so happy.
That's a good day's takings, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe we can pay ourselves for this month.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe one day we'll have enough money to employ somebody.
Yay. So yeah, so far so good.
If this day is sort of like a line in the sand for how the business works and also how many customers we get in the door, what they want off us, then I think this move has all been worth it.
That's fantastic. That's really good.
It seems the huge gamble to up sticks and bring their brand of baking to Buxton
See ya.
is finally paying off. But all that could change. Coming up, the relationship is stress tested.
I think a lot of businesses do result in like business partners and relationships splitting up. The pressure is like huge.
And there are doubts about the bakery's future.
Do you know what? Take me back to my well-paid job.
When people move from the city to the countryside, they're usually looking for a better work-life balance, working fewer hours and enjoying the surrounding countryside. But when you're starting a brand new business, it's nose to the grindstone before you can actually realise that dream. Aran and Laura work 7 days a week and long hours. Aran regularly works from 6:30 a.m. until 1:30 in the morning the following day. But with just the two of them, they can't bake enough goods to keep the shop stocked all week, and can only open for 3 days.
We're just kind of on autopilot, like, okay, we just need to get through and keep producing stuff, keep getting up every day and keep kind of getting on.
It's feeling a bit like a sentence at the moment because we haven't had a chance to switch off.
Did you do the frosting?
No, sorry.
We're both incredibly tired and stressed, and I don't think we appreciated quite how long the hours would be.
With downtime a thing of the past, they're seeing less of each other outside of business hours and finding it tough.
If you're not seeing each other and you're both working incredibly hard, you do question what you're doing it for.
The truth is you do have to be kind to each other, even if you've got no energy.
There's no point doing it in that.
I'm not saying we're doing that.
Okay.
Okay?
Just lost my flow.
I think a lot of businesses do result in like business partners and relationships splitting up. The pressure is like huge.
Valentine's is a few days away, and they've been working on a new cake. Hopefully creating something together will get them in a Valentine's mood.
Let's see what he tastes like. Very happy with that.
But they're not on the same page.
It's fine, yeah.
It's not fine, it's good. Can you not take a compliment from me or what?
The long hours are taking their toll.
There have been times where I've thought, do you know what, take me back to my well-paid job that I can finish at 5 or 6 and go home and just have a nice time.
The business has to work, but we need our lives back, basically.
The obvious solution is to hire help. But as they don't yet know their expected turnover each month, they're unsure they can afford the extra £16,000 to £18,000 a full-time member of staff on the books will cost them.
Obviously, when you've got people on your payroll, you are committing to paying them regardless. So that is the thing I find terrifying at the moment.
The bottom line is we need, an extra person in here. There was always the plan of getting extra help in at a later stage, but obviously it's taken a bit longer than we'd like.
"7 weeks later, and it's Easter, another traditionally busy period for bakeries. And in the Pig and Pepper kitchen, there's been a seismic change.
Don't you steal my shelf. That's the best it's ever come out.
Yeah, because it's not got any ridges anywhere. It's completely flat, isn't it?
Aran and Laura have bitten the bullet and hired Buxton local Leanne.
Right, so that's the weekend's cake. It'll be gone in half an hour. Ruining the waistlines of Buxton, one cake at a time.
There's been a kind of massive weight off our shoulders. We're more energised and more enthusiastic and able to put new products out. So I was testing something yesterday on my day off, but not because I had to, because I wanted to. Because I know that actually the bake for today was in hand. I knew that that was being done today, so I didn't have to kind of worry.
Leanne's arrival isn't just improving their morale and creativity.
Leanne's, massively into sort of cakes and baking, but it's been a godsend, honestly.
She's adding to the range of produce herself.
I am making our churro bunny cakes. So they're like a spiced bun, and then we make like little churro bunny ears, so they look really cute, all for Easter. So if I put 5 minutes on there. Okay.
They're hoping having a bigger range will increase turnover and help cover Leanne's salary.
Look amazing.
But for that to happen, they need customers.
What's it been like?
Quiet.
Quiet, yeah. I'd be worried about that. As soon as the weather gets good, people don't want bakery. Yeah.
I think people sleep in though on bank holidays and kind of.
Yeah. It does not seem to be too busy today, which is not great for us.
With finances still on a knife edge, the bakery's a long way from financial security. And now they have the added pressure of staff who must be paid. When I first visited Buxton, Aran and Laura had committed to a 7-year, £45,000 lease. Despite being hampered by a tiny start-up budget, they managed to fit and open in time for Christmas. But at no point have their finances seemed secure. So now that I'm returning, I'm nervous about whether or not they'll still be trading. Well, the door's open. That's a good start.
Laura?
Hi, Ben.
You're through here. This looks incredible. Oh, my goodness. I'm overwhelmed with smells and heat and everything.
Yes.
This is what I hoped to see. A kitchen filled with fabulous-looking breads and yummy pastries, and that all-important member of staff.
You have a proper bakery and kitchen, and help.
Yes, I do. Ben, this is Leanne.
Hi, Leanne. How are you?
Okay, thank you.
She working you hard?
Yes, all the time, every day, non-stop.
The superstar Leanne is amazing. She's great.
Stress levels now? So mixed. Better. That's good. We like that optimism there.
Yes. No, much better.
Mm-hmm. And how do you divide the work between yourself and Aran now?
We don't see each other still. So he tends to do the overnight shifts baking the bread.
Right.
And then Leanne and I start early in the morning.
So he's asleep now?
Yes.
And basically that's as close to Aran as you get. You say hello to the loaves in the morning.
Yeah. He gets into bed about 3. I get up at 5.
Oh my goodness. So you're on a treadmill again?
But more manageable. He's getting rest points between now. We're going to look at getting another member of staff to help more on the bread baking side, which would free Aran up.
Have you been able to get out and explore the local area?
Yeah, a little bit. We definitely get a bit more time. Mostly we're at home with the cats, but that's nice too.
Coming up, Laura puts me to work.
Where do you want it? About there?
Yeah, that's fab.
Great.
Aran reveals the true cost of his long hours.
And I suddenly started to lose the use of my left arm, and then half an hour later, the ambulance is outside.
And I show him some natural therapy. I'm in Buxton with new bakers Aran and Laura, and I want to experience a day in their lives. So I'm up bright and early to help Laura open the shop.
So if you could put them in the window at the front.
Right at the front?
Yep, they are the pride of place.
Aran's at home in bed, having been baking until 3 a.m. last night, a shift he does 3 times a week.
So the sign outside, where do you want it? About there?
Yeah, that's fab.
Great. Right, so we've now got 3 minutes to opening.
3 minutes. I think we're good. We need to go and get more stuff out, I think.
Okay.
Yep, so grab any 2 that you think look fab.
The shop still opens 3 days a week, so Laura and Leanne come in at 6 a.m. to bake the cakes and pastries that were pre-prepared the day before. Trading starts at 9 a.m, and they share serving and finishing off the bake, but today they've got extra help. Me.
Good morning.
Hi, morning.
How are you?
Hi, I'm really well, thank you.
Good. What can we help you with?
I'll have one of the sausage rolls, please. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, we work at the hairdressers over the road,
So one sausage roll and one...
And one of the cinnamon buns, which is a very popular one
Are they?
the salon, yes.
When they set out to open a bakery, the dream was to offer their new community a tasty range of artisan baked goods. And it looks like they're pulling it off.
Thank you very much. So are you in the town for a while, or...?
I'm helping Laura for, well, I don't know, I came for the morning, you never know, she might keep me for the week.
Yes, I think so.
There's now 10 varieties of bread, including Aran's signature Irish soda and treacle.
Morning. How are you? What can we get for you?
I saw those sausage rolls in there.
Oh, yes.
And drawing the customers in from the street, 20 different savoury treats and sweet things.
Hope you enjoy it all.
I'm sure I will. The trouble is, if I eat it all, I probably won't get up that mountain.
Well, there you go. Have a lovely day, sir.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Morning.
The shop has a steady stream of customers, which is vital now they've staff wages to consider. Under the new regime, Aran should still be in bed, but he's come in early to show me another element of the business he's introduced.
If you have some time, we're going to go and deliver these to our lovely customers. If you want to grab a box,
I'll do that.
We'll scoot off.
Right, see you a bit later.
Bye.
Right, see you in a bit.
Extending the range of their market by delivering has been helping them reach the magic £500 a day target, as well as connecting them with the wider Buxton community.
Unusual place to be delivering all these breads. Hello.
Hello.
Is all this bread for you?
No, it's for our hirers. So we send them off with a little starter hamper with bread, milk, cheese, butter, lots of locally sourced produce.
Nice. Local business supporting local business supporting local business.
That's what we do.
All the way back. Enjoy the bread. Well, I hope your customers enjoy the bread.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Lee. See you later.
Of course, providing a delivery service adds to the hours Aran works, but it does get him out into the glorious countryside. It's time to dig deeper into how things are really going, starting with today's takings.
Right, let's see how we did.
Do you get nervous at this point?
When there's the dial saying totting it up, yeah. So today it's not a bad day, so we've cleared 500, which where we'll probably make the bulk of our money will be now in this next sort of 3 to 4 months leading into Christmas. If that works for us, then the year is good. If it's not so good, then our year is in trouble.
I know a lot of people will be looking at you now and they'll be thinking, hang on, you seem to be working super hard, you're hardly seeing each other. So where do we decide when this is worth it, when it isn't worth it?
My instinct is that I feel like we're turning a corner.
Yeah.
I think it's positive.
You always have to make it about what is a quality of life that you're working towards. And if you can see that light at the end of the tunnel, you can keep going. I think saner people would have cut and run and said, you know what, there are better ways to mess yourself up than doing this. We had a bloody ambulance outside the bakery a month or 2 back. As a result of me doing a really, really long day, probably 16, 17 hour mark, I was here around sort of like 1 a.m, 2 a.m. And I suddenly started to lose the use of my left arm and my hand was flopping around like a baby seal. So I was thinking, left arm, that probably is not a good sign. So I rang 111. Half an hour later, the ambulance is outside and I was in there wired up like a bloody octopus and they were just saying, yeah, your blood pressure's a bit high. How long have you been working? And I told them, they said, right, I think you're okay. But what you need to do now is go straight home and go to bed. But I gave them some bread. You know, bid them goodbye. And I went back in here and worked for 3 hours and then went home. So,
and have you listened to the advice that you got from there about overworking?
On the night, no, I didn't. But in hindsight, yeah.
You have to listen to your body. You know, we all want to try and be the best, make the most of an opportunity, but you also have to do it within the parameters of what you are capable of.
I think so. And your body will very quickly tell you what you aren't capable of.
When I first met Aran and Laura in the hills of the Peak District, they dreamed of a better life together, making a living from their passion and having time to appreciate the stunning nature around them. It's been challenging starting up their bakery, but they've kept the faith that the quality of life they craved was getting closer. Hopefully, if their bakery stays on its current course, that's just around the corner. But after hearing about Aran's health scare, I think he could benefit from a few pointers on ways this place can help him to unwind and de-stress. So I've one last outing into nature, but this time it's a bit closer to their home.
Just take a moment to take this in. You've both been very candid, very honest about the low points along the way. But if someone went back in time now and said, do you really want to do this, would you have followed this dream, do you think?
I think we might have been slightly sharper about what we do, but I think we've come a huge way. If you'd told us where we'd end up and how much we've accomplished, I think we've got a fair bit to be proud of.
Yeah. I certainly think you should be really proud. Sometimes it's easy to lose perspective of where you are because you've kind of been doggy paddling for a long time, but it looks like you're almost on the top now.
Yeah.
At which point I say, who's getting into the water with me?
All right.
Come on.
Go on. All right.
We can't come to a beautiful spot like this without enduring a little bit. We've got to get cold to then be able to savour the warmth.
Those ducks are looking a bit aggressive, I'm not sure, to be honest, but we'll give it a go. Go on.
I think we should get in.
Wait, you're not coming in?
I'm not coming in.
You can watch us and
I will.
I'll squeal on your behalf.
Thanks. That's good of you.
I'm glad Aran's coming in. Wild swimming is a wonderful way to de-stress and unwind in nature. You need to take precautions and research the do's and don'ts, but the health benefits are well worth it.
Okay, you ready for this?
No, but let's see how we get on.
Well, apparently it's 13 degrees. Oh, yes, I feel that.
Actually, this is much, much warmer than I thought.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Ready? Well, this is. Ah! Fresh, you see. It's going to wake us up.
Oh, God.
Take away any blues.
Yes, I'm now awake.
Come up with some beautiful, fine recipes. Are you ready?
Looking very cold. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Where have you gone? There you are. You had me worried for a moment. Sorry, didn't realise how deep it had got. Oh my God, this is lovely.
How nice is this?
I never thought, no, seriously, I thought it would be much colder than this.
How are you feeling?
Awake.
Awake.
And invigorated. And optimistic.
That's what you need.
Oh, this is lovely. I think we'll be back here.
I hope so.
I never even knew we had this kind of on our doorstep, basically.
Well, listen, you guys deserve all the success in the world. You've worked so hard. Remember this. This will always be here. You can come back.
Yeah.
Clear your mind. The future's bright.
Tomorrow, actually.
Yeah?
As soon as I can. Yeah.
You deserve all the success. Look at the hero.
Hey.
Next time, I'm in the heart of rural Derbyshire to meet a family who have given up life in the centre of busy Ripley for a new life running a 240-acre sheep farm, where they face countless building delays.
We're looking for timber imported from Europe and it's stuck at the border.
And battle the elements.
The chances of us getting to land here are 0.
Trying to create their dream of making sheep's cheese on an industrial scale.
So I've never milked an animal in my life.
I'd say don't give up my day job, but that is my day job.
That explains why he's not pregnant. We're scanning a ram.
shake on